Merry Christmas, everybody. Listen, because Christmas, I want to talk to you guys about a conversation that usually comes up around this time of year. And that conversation is, who should eat first, the father or the children? And look, I want you guys to know, starting out, there will be zero drama here. Like, I'm not here to spit any hate, right? Only love. So, because of that, I want to give a different perspective that I don't believe has been given on this topic just yet, right? So, a lot of people ask that question, or have asked that question and had the discussion. We've seen it on podcasts all over the internet, right? Who should eat first, the father or the children? And a lot of times, there's a big divide in the answers, right? So I want to kind of help people remove that divider, because first of all, I want to say this society makes family look like a group of individuals living in the same house, just a bunch of roommates that happen to have the same blood in their veins. And that's not how family is supposed to be treated. See, we're supposed to love each other just like we love ourselves. And the Bible tells us to do that for more than just family. But just think, if we just start off with just our family members in our house, how much different would that make our experience here, right? So what we're supposed to do again is look at each other as family members. We're a group. We may have individual goals that we want to attain, but we all have a general standard to uphold. That's what a family is. Back in the day, they had family crests and stuff. But let's get back on topic. So, back in the day, because a lot of people would like to think about this day and age as well. See, when this rule or when this standard was established, it was back in the day when the fathers and the husbands were the only providers of the household. So all of the money, all of the food that came into the household came from the husband. Now, the reason why the husband ate first wasn't because I bought all this, it's mine. That's not what it's about. Now, some people perverted it. There are people who use things incorrectly all the time, but I'm talking about the correction, right? The actual reason. So the reason why this was the case, again, isn't because I brought all this in the house, I eat it whenever I wanted, to show any kind of difference in rank of importance or like to establish some pecking order. That's not what it's actually for. See, the reason why the father and the husband actually eats first is because he was refueling his body so he can go back out and bring more food into his family who he loves and adores. See, again, with this society, it doesn't teach the way a husband loves, and it doesn't teach how a father loves. And it shows the way women love, and this is no objection or no malice behind this, but they show the expression that women have for love, and they show that as the only expressions for love. But men express love differently. We have a different expression. It's not that we don't express love, we have a different expression of love. And as a father and a husband, one of your primary expressions of love is actually sacrifice, self-sacrifice, sacrificing sleep, sacrificing days where you could be in the bed, not doing anything, playing the game, doing whatever, and doing things that the family needs done, because that's what we're here for. We're here to provide, right? So again, I want to make it clear that the husband and father doesn't eat first because he's more important than the children. He doesn't eat first because he values the children any less, or he believes that he's more valuable than the children. He's refueling so he can go back out and bring more food to his children he loves. This is the reason for that standard. So people have their own way of doing things in their home now, and that's your guys' thing. But I just want to make it clear, and like I say, give a different perspective as opposed to what things look like now. Let's look at why this was a thing and where did this come from, right? So it's all to pour back in. It's not to take away. See, it's often presented like the husband eating first is to take food away, but he's not taking away. He's eating the food so he can be able to go and bring more food back. So it's a cycle of pouring in, bringing in, so he can pour back into. You know, and we have to always look at things like that. We don't want to look at our fathers, our sons, our sisters and brothers and mothers. We don't want to look at each other and be feeling like you should have this, they should have this. Why do they get this? That's not the mindset we should have with our family. We want to lead with love. We want to lead with love when we're talking about family, right? So the father and the husband is first. Again, not because he's more important than the rest of his family, not because he doesn't value his family, or he's more valuable than them. It's simply to refuel himself, to provide again, to go out and provide again. This meal is providing energy for the next meal, so he can continuously provide for his family whom he loves and values dearly. I really, really, really hope this gave you guys a different perspective on why the father is first. And it's again, most men honestly aren't even really stressing it nowadays. But again, I just wanted to give that bit of information. It's not because of taking away or not value, less value. It's because we love you guys, man. As husbands and fathers, we love our family. We want to be able to provide the best we can. We can't provide the best if we're already weakened from hunger. You know what I mean? If we're going outside to go get food, think about it like this. How distracted are you when you go into the grocery store and you're hungry? You're not as efficient of a shopper. So think about a provider. You may not be as efficient of a provider if you're hungry. You see what I'm saying? You're not you when you're hungry. You feel me? So we want to always remember that this is just a way for the family to stay a family and to continue being a well-oiled machine. Nobody's taken away from anyone. No one's more valuable than the other. We are all doing things to help move the family forward. I just ask you guys to do a few free things. If you found any value in this, simply like, comment. If you have a different perspective you would like to share, please do so. Comment, share this to someone else who you think will find value in it. It is time to make Jesus go viral. I love you. I appreciate you. I'ma holla at you. Thank you.